It's November 15th, and as you can see, we still have things growing in the grow bags. Got some spinach there, some radish, and some cilantro. But I have one down here that I've already emptied. So I thought I'd just show it to people, because I'm sure there's probably some people out there that have seen me show them in previous videos and was probably wondering how they did. I wondered the same thing before I got them, and I wasn't sure how they would do. My main concern was, would they last more than one season? And the answer to that is yes. I've inspected the bottom of this, and it's still pretty strong. And you can see where it had roots down here. To begin with, very early, so they've been out since March. Because I planted potatoes in them first on March 17th. And then here's our potatoes. There's a peanut. And more potatoes. That one's blooming. Then after the potatoes, I planted squash. And this zucchini's really growing well on it. Anyway, I'm getting zucchini setting on. So that's good to see. Have one here that's a little later. Then after the squash, as I just showed you, we have spinach and radishes and cilantro. But I've got a lot of good use out of them. One thing I would say about them is they take, I think, more water than a solid container. So you might keep that in mind if you have to pay a high price for water. It might not be for you. I'm not sure what your situation is, but for me, I got a lot of good use out of them. We water with a well, so it's just whatever the electricity costs to run the pump. And here's a look at the bottom. It's good and solid still. And I got a bee buzzing around me. But anyway, another thing, let me show you. One thing I discovered early on is roots, those fine hair roots will come out the bottom. They'll actually come through and go down into the ground below if you have it setting on the ground. I had mine sitting on wood chips, which are on top of just dirt. Let's go look at the bottom of this one with spinach. I'll just tip it back so we can see the bottom. Well, there's a grasshopper still alive in November. But here's a look. You can see hopefully you can see those little fine roots coming out the bottom. But they do actually get a little bit of moisture once they get the roots down to that point from the ground below the grow bag. But since it's able to breathe, it also will evaporate the moisture in the soil a lot faster. So that's just something to keep in mind. These are 25 gallon. So they're pretty good size, and if I had to do it over again, I think I would have went with a smaller size. These are a lot bigger than I thought they would be, but the nice thing about them is you can plant pretty much anything in them. I would like to say that I'm not getting paid to do this video. They don't even know I'm doing it. I'm just letting y'all know how they did for me, and just decided to talk a little bit about them. But if I had to do it over, I'm not sure if I would buy these exact ones. It doesn't have anything to do with quality, because I think they've got really good quality. They're holding together really well, and I think they should do fine next year too. But the cost has kind of came up since I bought them, and it might be a little cost prohibitive for some folks, but they do come in different sizes. These are the 25 gallon. I think they've got like increments of 5 gallons all the way down to 5 gallons. So it might be something you want to look at, I don't know. But I just wanted to share how they did for me in case there's anybody out there wondering about them. I know I wondered about them before I got these, so hopefully this information will help some if you've been thinking about them. But this is what we got going on November 15th. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you have subscribed, then like, comment, and share. We'll see you next time.